New Thought Media Network. We are a global broadcast network of positive music, media, and entertainment, inspiring humanity's evolution along the journey of enlightenment and creating a world of love, peace, empowerment, and prosperity for all. New Thought Media Network. Positively inspiring. We invite you to join our prayer broadcast every day at 8:15 a.m. and 8:15 p.m. Mountain Time. Send us your prayer requests or schedule a private prayer session by emailing prayer@ntmedia.org. And now, it's time to pray together.
Good evening, and welcome to Evening Prayer with New Thought Media Network. I am Reverend Dr. Sharri Johnson, and I am a member of the New Thought Media Prayer Team. We are a group of ministers and practitioners from around the world who have made a commitment to be here twice a day, 8:15 a.m. and 8:15 p.m. Mountain Time, for just one reason, and that reason is to pray with you, for you, and about you. So there are some things we want to make sure you know that we know, such as there is no such thing as a silly prayer. There never has been, there never will be, there never could be anything that was too big or too small to pray about. And right on the heels of that, there's a pretty good chance, in fact, I'd call it a high probability, that you're going to have a prayer request that does not come at 8:15 a.m. or 8:15 p.m. Mountain Time. Not a problem. We got you covered. We have a special email address, prayer@ntmedia.org. It's available 24/7, 365. Let me make that stay on the stage for you so you can copy it down. There, prayer@ntmedia.org. It's easier to read that way. And it's here because we know that you don't have only prayer requests at 8:15 a.m. and 8:15 p.m. So it's available 24/7, 365. And it's there so that whenever that prayer request hits your head or your heart, you can shoot us an email and let it go because it's taken care of. And one of the reasons we are able to do that and all of the other wonderful things that New Thought Media does is because of the people who find our website, ntmedia.org. Locate that lovely little donate button and click on it. This gives us the power to expand our reach and the teachings of New Thought literally around the globe. So we very much appreciate your generosity, not just your financial generosity, but your love and your prayers as well. And we return that love at least 110%. So what we offer here at New Thought are called affirmative prayers. And what that means is that we don't beg God for anything. We don't try to change God's mind about how the universe works because we understand that there is genuinely only one reason for prayer. And that reason is to change the conscious awareness of the person doing the praying. For that reason, not only do we pray affirmative prayers, but we pray them in the first person so that you can listen in the first person with the ears of your heart. Let the words that are spoken become your words. Let the prayer become your prayer. And then you become the prayer who receives the benefit of the prayer. So we're going to begin as we normally do with a reading. This one is from Ernest Holmes' first daily reader, and it is unusual because it doesn't have an affirmation for a title. It just has a single word. The word's a pretty big word, though. It's personality, something we all have to deal with on a regular basis. So here we go. Personality is the use or misuse we make of a unique something back of us that is expressing through us. Within each of us, there must be a divine pattern of individualization that we but dimly perceive and even more inaccurately interpret. Personality has a possibility far beyond anything that is merely physiological or psychological, for it has the possibility not of becoming a mask to hide reality, but rather an open countenance through which reality becomes expressed. We have many personalities if we understand that each is but some reflected form of that behind it, which is greater and which may express warmth and color and love, unity and peace, joy and happiness. We should learn to sense this greater self, for it is what the Bible means when it speaks of Christ in us. There is a pattern of God behind our personality, seeking unique expression through it. And to this we should surrender everything we are, for this surrender will not lead us away from reality. It is not escape, but a revelation and an instrumentation of something greater than we appear to be. Today, I live in the knowledge that there is a presence hidden within me that is both the reality of my true being and the presence of God. I consciously unite my personal self and all of its actions with this overdwelling and indwelling reality. I know that the vitality of the living spirit flows through my personality, invigorating it. I know that all the warmth and color and beauty, this is pouring through it. And all its impulsions and actions flow from the presence of God in me as what I am and reveal me to be the same exalted divinity manifesting itself through all the faces of humanity. I love that. Through all the faces of humanity. So shall we take this into treatment? I invite you to just relax and trust your chair to support you. Let all of your attention be focused on hearing the words and feeling the vibration, the power, the truth, and the love that is where they came from. Let this prayer be your prayer. God is all there is. Creator of the universe, the power, the energy in every cell of everything, person, place, or thing in the entire universe. God is spirit. God is vibrant and alive in all beings and in all manner. In this moment, I recognize the divine in life. I recognize spirit ever unfolding in life in limitless ways of expression, in beauty, in joy, in music, in art, in love. This life is in me. I am one with God. I am one with spirit. Spirit is alive in me in this moment and in every moment. The truth of my life is oneness with spirit in and around me. I know that creative mind expresses in me and through me beautifully as peace, as grace, as ease, as confidence and knowing. And that confidence and knowing deep inside presents a feeling that all is well and in harmony. There is inspiration and love and light, and it is all balanced and blessed. And I claim and accept a magnificent life, the highest good, and all that is the truth of my being. I claim prosperity and abundance, joy and harmony, and I claim it for myself and for every living person, place, or thing. I know that peace is all there is, and that all is well and good. And accepting this, I feel so very grateful for the quiet moments of contemplation, for the breath of life, and for radiant health, for the constant inspiration that never stops flowing into and through me. All of this is the expression of who I am, and I know absolutely that this is true and done in the mind of God right now, right here. So in this gratitude, I release my word into the law of love and creation, into the law that only has one response, and the response is yes. So it is, so I let it be, so I celebrate. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. I hope this has been the perfect way to wrap up your day and that it will lead you into the best night's rest ever. I also hope you'll come back again and again and again and again, because New Thought Media Network is way more than just a morning and evening prayer kind of place. We have almost 40 hours of programming every week, and we have something for everybody. And on Sundays, we have 6 different centers. Let me show you this schedule. We have 6 different centers that live stream their services to New Thought Media. And then we have 3 or 4 or 5 more that record it and broadcast it later because somebody else was already broadcasting live when they were recording. It's pretty good when there isn't enough of us to go around. We do have something for everyone. We have classes, we have lectures, we have interviews and discussions. We even have, and now the good news, which you will never find on ABC, NBC, CBS, or Fox. You'll find it here, though. And on Tuesdays around lunchtime, that'd be 10 o'clock Pacific, 11 Mountain, noon Central, 1 o'clock Eastern, I have a program. It's called Global Focus Today. Let me show you the picture. Ta-da. And it is an interview program where I interview focus ministers from across the New Thought movement and literally across the globe. And a focus minister, in case you haven't already figured it out, is just a minister who does not have a brick and mortar church and a pulpit and a congregation. We have, yep, I'm a focus minister. We have some kind of special focus for our ministry, hence the name. For me, it's education. But spirituality is like everything else in the universe. It is constantly evolving. And that means that there are as many different spiritual paths as there are people on the planet. And we want to be able to support everybody in their path. And that's how Focus Ministries came about. So I have focus ministers on my program who only work with animals. I have focus ministers who only work with folks who are incarcerated. I have focus ministers whose ministry is music that makes you cry. And then, I never thought of it quite that way because it makes you think too. And I have focus ministers whose ministry is comedy. I mean, they make me laugh until I cry and then say, I never thought of it that way before. I even have one who does both of those things at the same time. So for me, the best thing about Global Focus Today is that I have never failed to learn something I didn't already know from one of my guests. Every single one of them, even the ones who come back more than once, are learning all the time. And they know that I think a day is wasted when I didn't learn anything, so they save it up and share it with me when they get here. Which means there's a good chance you could at least be entertained and possibly learn something too. So join us on Tuesdays. And in the meantime, sweet dreams, rest well. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
On behalf of everyone at New Thought Media Network, thank you for being a member of our virtual family. Your financial contributions help share the New Thought message with people from around the world. Please visit and contribute at www.ntmedia.org/donate. New Thought Media Network. Come be you. And please like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, peace and blessings. On behalf of the New Thought Media Network, thank you for being with us for this special prayer broadcast. We look forward to being with you again soon, 8:15 a.m. or 8:15 p.m. Mountain Time. Until then.